What about now?
Yes.
You see it, okay. So today our course or our new lesson is rights and duties of citizens. Of course, these two pillars or these two important points. So whenever we talk about rights, we need to talk about duties because you cannot have a right unless you do your duty, and vice versa. If you do your duty, then you have rights. The benchmarks of this lesson is to explain the terms citizen and citizenship, identify some of the rights and duties of citizens of different countries. I need a student to read at page 138. Hello?
Ami teacher.
Mohammed Shawi.
Rights and duties of citizens. Citizens and citizenship. Citizens are people who live in a certain country. In legal terms,
Teacher.
being a citizen means more than just living in a country and being loyal to it.
Hold on.
A citizen is a person who legally belongs to a
Can I go to the
certain
bathroom?
country and who is
Mohammed Shawi, Mohammed, can you please stop? What's the problem?
Can I go to the bathroom quickly?
Sure, you can go.
A citizen is a person who legally belongs to a certain country and who is entitled to the rights and protections offered by the state. People who move to a country to live and work, foreign students, tourists, and refugees, are not citizens. Sometimes people immigrate to another country and they go through a process of becoming a citizen by another to another country and they go on by naturalization after they have lived in the country for a set of time. This is
Set
called applying.
time.
This is called applying for citizenship.
Excellent. So now, what's the difference between a citizen and someone who is not a citizen of a certain country? Who are
The
they?
citizen is the person, the person that lives in the country.
Yeah, that he
He's
lives
not
in.
an immigrant. He's just stay in the country.
Excellent. So he is a native of that particular part,
Yes.
and he has rights. One of
Yes.
them is protection offered by the state for him. And of course, whenever we talk about rights, we need to talk about duties also, as I told you at the beginning of the period. And for the people who come, example, foreigners, students, tourists, and refugees, they are not considered
They are
as
citizens.
they are not considered as citizens. But is there any way for them to become citizens? In certain, of course, not in all countries they do that, but in certain places or in certain countries.
Yes.
They stay in the country for a period of time. I think maybe 5 years.
Excellent, very good. And what do we call this process?
Naturalization, maybe.
Excellent, naturalization. So it means that they are going to become natural, as if they are in their natural places. So this is called naturalization, and through it or through which they can apply for citizenship. I mean, they become citizens. After, of course, a certain process that they need to do, after a certain period of time, they can become citizens.
Teacher,
Yes, please.
teacher,
Yeah.
isn't there another way? In America, you can take the citizens check test, where you become a citizen in less than a month. You do the
Less
test.
than 1 month?
I'm not sure, but you can do a test for the
No,
citizenship.
you need to stay at least, in America, you need to stay at least 4 or 5 years.
And there's another way you can get married to a citizen, and that's how you become a citizen.
Even when you get married, this takes, because I have friends who got married of foreigners, this takes not a very long period of time. However, it can stay for instance for 2 or 3 years at least.
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, they give you the what we call an indeterminate residency. So you can become a resident for an indeterminate time. So for a long period of time, they don't set a limit, or they don't put a limit for the time that you can stay there. So you have a whole life residency. First, they give you maybe 10 years, then a whole life residency, then they give you the citizenship or the nationality. Anyhow, so Badr Al-Aqili. Badr.
Yes.
Badr.
Yes.
Teacher, can I read?
Yes.
I want you to read this slide, please. Wait a minute. Okay. Can you read, please, this slide?
Yes, but you took it from the book or the one on the screen?
No, the one on the screen, because this is concise and precise. So only the parts that they want you to maintain or to intake. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Citizens and citizenship. A citizen is a person who legally belongs to a country. Teacher, I don't want to read.
Country.
Certain country and whole is. Teacher,
And
I don't
is
want to read.
entitled.
I don't want to read. I don't want to read.
What's the problem?
I can't. I don't know.
Okay. Any other volunteer to read, please?
Mira Khan Hidan.
Rakan Al-Hidan. Yes, please.
Citizens and citizenship. A citizen is a person who legally belongs to certain country and who is entitled to the rights and protections offered by the state. Sometimes people immigrate to another country and go through a process of becoming a citizen by naturalization after they have lived in the country for a set period of time. This is called applying for citizenship.
Excellent. Nice. So the first part is clear. The difference between a citizen and someone who is not a citizen, and what is a citizenship, or how can you get it in certain states. Rights and duties now of the citizens. Of course, rights and duties are not only for the citizens, but also for the state in which they live in, or in which they live. So when we talk about the rights or the duties, so the human being, or any human being, any citizen who lives in a country, so they have rights. At the same time, he has duties towards the state. Also, the state has duties towards that particular person or towards its citizens, and also it has rights from them. It means that it needs from them to do certain things. Okay, this is clear? Yes, please.
Teacher, can you go back? I want to highlight, please.
You are going to find everything later on, because I have already uploaded this on Classera. Because this way you are going to waste much time if you highlight every time, and they will be waiting for you. So you are going to find this PowerPoint presentation already uploaded on Classera. I have done that half an hour ago, maybe. Badr, are you with me?
Yes, I just took a photo.
Okay. Anyhow, by the way, I want to inform you, because before I forget, I want to inform you that I will issue, because last time you found certain problems with the system or with the Classera when I issued the quizzes for you. Certain students told me that the system, I mean, they were doing the first question or the sixth question, and the system took them to the 10th question. Some of them are their quizzes. I don't know. So maybe they were set out of the whole quiz. I don't know. They found problems. So tomorrow I'm going to issue other quizzes for social studies and language arts. And I want you to be ready. So they will be as easy as the last one. Only about the parts that we covered. And the pages are not so many, so the same pages. The only thing that I'm going to do is to change the questions. And please get ready tomorrow. You are going to have the social studies quiz and the language quiz from 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Okay? Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow's social quiz.
You are going to re-quiz the social and language. What do you think?
But teacher,
Huh?
I got 10 in both.
Excuse me?
I got 10 in both of the quizzes.
Also me, teacher.
So why
Okay.
did you do the quiz?
I will issue the quiz only for those who did not get 10 because of
Teacher, I
the
also get 10 in both quizzes.
and okay. I have another solution. I'm going to call the administration to check with them what is the process that we should undergo. If the quiz must be done for the whole class or for only those who had low marks. Okay? Is it okay?
Teacher, yeah, it's okay, but like everybody hates it when they get 10 and you redo the quiz.
I don't think that they will accept to do the quiz for those who got 9, for example. Maybe only those who have low grades. I'm not sure. But I will check that with the administration. If it is tomorrow morning, you need to check. If you find the quiz, you are going to re-quiz. If you don't find, it means that the administration is going to find another way, okay?
Okay. But what is the pages?
Now, or the pages, the same pages of last time.
Oh, okay.
You can go back to the weekly plan for week 12, and you are going to find the same pages, okay?
Okay.
Anyhow, so let's proceed with the course. Someone to read, please, from his book. Or let's read it from the slide here because we don't have much time, okay? Someone to read.
Me, teacher.
Who is it?
Hamd Khalifa.
Muhammad Khalifa, yes, please.
Rights and duties. Citizens have rights which are normally laid out and protected by law. Some of these citizens' rights include the right to follow their beliefs, the right to vote in elections before the law, the right to equal protection, the right to own property. Rights are balanced by duties or responsibilities.
Wait a minute, please. There is someone who is doing noise. I don't know whether he is using the shovel or what.
The only person who is unmuted is Ibrahim.
Yes, please.
Example. Citizens of Saudi Arabia have the right to education, but they have also a responsibility to work hard and make the most out of their opportunities given to them. Other duties that are linked to our rights include respecting that other people have the same rights as you do, obeying rules and laws, respecting the values, traditions, and feelings of your community.
Excellent. So here are the rights of the citizens. So you can summarize them. Of course, there are so many other rights, but those are the most important ones. So they include the right to follow their beliefs. So you are free to believe in anything that you want, to be Muslim, to be Christian, to be Jewish, to be whatever. And the right to vote in elections before the law, and the right to equal protection. So the state protects you against any kind of threat and the right to own property. So any one of you or any citizen can buy whatever he wants, as long as he is buying something that is accepted by the law, or that is, that is accepted.
Legal.
That is legal, excellent. So the rights are balanced by duties and responsibilities. So the government, when the government or when the state gives you certain rights, it means that you need to abide by its laws. You need to, like, you pay it back through the duties that you must do towards that particular state. Okay, so it gives you opportunities, it gives you responsibilities, and you need to work hard and to assume the responsibility that the government assigned for you or assigns for you. Other duties that are linked to our rights include: you need to respect the people because they have and you must believe or you must accept that they have the same rights as you do. And you must obey the rules of the countries and the law and the values, traditions, and feelings of your community. So you must behave in a way that respects the feelings of the community or the society in which you live. Abdul Majid Kalanta. Abdul Majid.
Okay. What?
Can you read the slide, please?
I see. What there is? I see the animals. See,
Teacher,
Animal.
someone is playing with the screen.
yeah.
What do you see?
Someone took the screen from you, teacher.
Someone, his name
Yes.
is Raji, and
Who is it?
The guy in the corner.
Raji.
The guy in the corner.
Wait a minute.
You can return it back.
Now you have the screen.
Now you see my screen?
Now,
Yes.
now he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Can I? Do I
I
start?
think it is.
Yes, please.
Rights and duties of the state and the citizens of Saudi Arabia are given the Nizam.
An-Nizam, yeah.
Duties of the state include protecting the Islam creed, applying Sharia.
Wait a minute. Sorry for the interruption. Because each time I need to admit the students who are waiting.
Teacher enters that late.
Excuse me?
Encouraging good and
Yeah? Carry on.
encouraging good and discouraging evil, and undertaking the duties of da'wah. Developing and maintaining the two holy mosques and providing care and security to pilgrims performing Hajj and Umrah. Protecting human rights in accordance with Sharia. Guaranteeing the rights of citizens and their families in time of emergency, illness, disability, and old age. Providing education and health care and protecting the environment.
Excellent. So, anyone among you to summarize these different points in his own words? What are the duties of the citizen, or of the state towards its citizens? Here in South Korea.
Can I do the first one?
Yes, please, Abdul Majid, carry on. To protect what?
To protect the citizens, or if they need help, if they are sick, for example.
Excellent. In times when they are in an emergency, like for example when they are sick or when they are old. And they need help. What else? What are the other points that you remember? Yes, Abdullah, please. What are the other points or the duties of the state towards its citizens here in Saudi Arabia? What can you remember?
To build mosques for them or stuff they need.
What about the holy mosques?
They should provide security for their
Excellent.
people performing.
First, they need to develop and maintain the two holy mosques, and then they provide security for the people who come for Hajj and Umrah. What else?
Teacher, can I answer better?
Yes, please, Badr.
They have to protect the citizens from natural catastrophes like hurricanes and
Yeah, that's right. This is included, or this undergoes the what we call protection in general. Okay, this is something that is related to protection. They protect the citizens from any kind of emergency like natural disasters, sickness, etc. But what about the human rights? How does the government or the state guarantee the human rights for its citizens? In accordance to what? They need to take into consideration something very important. Huh?
teacher.
Yes,
Can I
please.
answer? The
Yes,
government cannot discriminate between people and religions. Everybody is equal in their eyes, and whoever is in their country, they have to protect equally.
That's right. Excellent. But we said that the government guarantees the rights of the citizens, and they protect the human rights in accordance to what? So you know that Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state. So they need to guarantee, or it guarantees and it protects the human rights in accordance to Sharia. So they abide by Sharia and by Sunnah in order to guarantee the rights of the human beings. Okay? So they follow what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said about the rights of the people. Also, what is said in Quran about the rights of the people, as well as the duties also. So the citizens must abide by the laws or by Nizam and by Sharia in order to do their duties. Okay. It says here, guaranteeing the rights of citizens and their no, that's not protecting human rights in accordance with Sharia, and guaranteeing the rights of citizens and their families in times of emergency. This is what we talked about, when they get old, when they are disabled, etc. And provide education and healthcare and protecting the environment. And this is quite clear for you because education, especially when I'm talking about the general track or the governmental schools, so they provide the books, even the books for the students. So the students are educated for free. They don't pay. Okay. Still, some students are coming. No. Okay.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
I don't know why.
Get closer to your mic. I cannot hear you.
I was saying that it gets me out of the meeting. It's by itself. I don't know why.
Maybe because of the connection.
So I will see my network.
Naif Noiser, can you please read the slide that you can see now?
Okay. Duties of citizens include giving pledge of
allegiance
via
البيعة البيعة
to the king.
Yes, please.
Adhering,
not admiring.
Adhering to Islam and cooperating with others in charity, piety and cohesion, consolidation of national unity and avoidance of behavior that will cause division or disorder. Def- Defending the Islam creed, society, and the country. Abo- Avoiding the laws and observing community values and traditions.
And traditions. Excellent. Someone else to read the same points?
Me, teacher.
Can I read? Can I
Who is
read?
it? Rakan. Where is Faisal Lakridis and where is Mahmoud? Where is Saud Sidis?
Faisal said that he can't join. It kicks him without
Who?
any.
Who's it? Who?
Faisal.
By the way, if Muhannad Al-Gathami hears me now, it seems that he does not have a mic, but if he hears me, so I responded to your message on Classera. I'm terribly sorry for my late reply because I didn't notice it. I didn't pay attention to it. I responded to you this morning about the quiz and how you got that problem. So don't
Teacher,
worry.
he's not in the
More
class.
you are quizzing. Excuse me?
Teacher, Mohammed is not in the class.
Uh-huh. Anyhow. Yes, please. Someone else to read the same slide.
Me, teacher, I didn't
Teacher, you should Rakan.
Rakan Hidan.
Duties of citizens include giving pledge of allegiance, bay'ah to the king,
Teacher, I'm here.
adhering to Islam and cooperating with others in charity, piety and
Pity
cohesion.
and cohesion.
Pity and cohesion. Consolidation of national unity and avoidance of behavior that will cause division or disorder. Defending the Islamic creed, the society, and the country. Abiding by the laws and observing community values and traditions.
There is much noise. So the points are really easy. So we said the duties of citizens include giving pledge of allegiance, al-bay'ah to the king, adhering to Islam and cooperating with others in charity, piety, and cohesion, consolidation of national unity and avoidance of behavior that will cause division or disorder. So they try to avoid any kind of disputes, etc., that may lead to division and disorder, and defending the Islamic creed, the society, and the country, and abiding by the laws. It means that they need to obey the laws and observing community values and traditions. Yes,
Teacher,
please. Yeah.
wait.
Somebody took your
Muhammad Al Khalifa, take your screen.
He put me Donald Trump.
It's not me, it's Mr. Munir.
Because he's loving you and make memes for you.
Didn't say it was. I said it was a meme.
It's
لا
Mr.
teacher
Munir.
بس تدقني
I don't know what is going on today. It has never happened.
Teacher, there are two people in the class who are annoying. The guy in the corner, Mr. Munir. He
Excuse
wrote
me
in the chat,
again.
there are two people who are very annoying. The one who
Munir,
there is
Mr. Munir and
yes teacher there is two.
Who are they? What are their names?
One named himself Mr. Munir.
Mr. Munir, Munir, and you.
One of them has this name. How come?
Yeah.
Not your name in Arabic, no, in English, Mr. Munir.
He writes in the chat.
See the chat.
I don't know. I need to find a solution for that.
You can kick
Teacher,
him.
he left.
He left.
He left.
بيغير اسمه بيرجع teacher. He left.
Do you think there is someone who has pirated or is transgressing this meeting, or is it possible that the stranger?
He said guys the class dismissed.
Anyhow. Mhm. Yes, please. Now you see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So after we have finished with the duties of citizens, and it's quite easy. So you have 5 points. Here comes what we call the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. There are rights that every human being or every citizen enjoy in his own country, but there are universal human rights that everyone in the world must have. This Declaration of Human Rights occurred in 1948 after the Second World War, when people experienced atrocities, bad treatment, killing, massacres, etc. So the states in the United Nations agreed upon certain points, and they announced the universal, or hence came the Universal Declaration of Human
Teacher.
Rights in 1948.
Someone
Teacher,
took
he
your
came
screen.
back. He took your
Someone
screen
just
again.
did it again.
Ali Hussein.
Ali Hussein, the one who is in 7-3.
Yeah,
Says
but
Ali.
it's not him.
Ali, and next to it, Mr. Munir. It's
The
weird.
other,
I don't know what to do about that, because I need to
I
call
think
maybe
you
the
can.
main
You
technician.
can't see
Huh?
his real name or no? You can't see his real name or no?
He got out and came again.
شلون سويته بالغلط؟
Who is
He
it?
said, he said sorry, I
Ali
did it by
Hussein. He
accident.
said sorry, I did it by accident.
Ali Hussein. Okay.
شلون تسوي كذا بالغلط؟
ما أدري. وفاتح بعد صورة. حسبه بالغلط.
You see my screen now?
No.
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 Next your
Yeah.
screen.
Teacher, did you leave?
No, I'm here.
Okay. I can't see him.
It's okay. You don't need to swear. But please try to focus and stop playing with your computer. This way you are wasting our time. Until now, you don't see my screen. Huh?
No. I can't see the screen.
No.
Teacher, we don't see your screen.
Wait a minute. And now?
No. Yes.
Yes, teacher,
Okay.
you can.
So please, we need to proceed fast because we need to finish this course today. Okay, and we still have 4 minutes. Someone to read, please.
Me, teacher, can I read?
Credis, yeah?
The Universal Declaration of Human Rights. After the Second World War, the leader of the countries from around the world agreed the people all over the world deserved to be treated fairly and with dignity. As a result, in 1948, the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. These documents describe the rights to which all humans beings should be entitled and stress that everyone should should be treated equally, no matter where where race, language, beliefs, nationality,
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 or
or social grouping
they belong to.
they belong to.
Okay, after the Second World War, the leaders of the countries from all over the world agreed that people all over the world, deserve to be treated fairly and with dignity. As a result, in 1948, the United Nations issued the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So this date is very important. You must remember it. This document describes the rights to which all human beings should be entitled and stresses that everyone should be treated equally, no matter what race, no matter what religious beliefs or language, nationality or social grouping, they should belong. So all the human beings, they must enjoy these rights which are common for all human beings, regardless of their religion, of their race, of their country, whatever. This is what the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states. These are some of the rights that are stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The right to life, liberty, and security, freedom from slavery, the right to take part in government and to have equal access to public services, freedom of thought and belief, freedom from torture or cruel treatment, fair treatment before the law, and the right to be assumed innocent until shown to be guilty by trial. So if you are accused of a crime, so you cannot or you must not be treated as a criminal unless the government, or unless, the court, through a trial, prove that you have really committed that particular crime. If it cannot, you are considered still innocent. Freedom of movement and the right to nationality, the right to associate peacefully with others. It means that you can form groups or meet others in groups unless you don't do anything that may cause disorder or any kinds of problems. The right to marry and have a family and own property, and the freedom of expression and opinion. So these are some of the rights that are stated in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Time is over. This is 11:30 now. So yeah, we still have 2 slides: human rights abuses, child soldier, or just 1 slide, just this one. Let's do it fast. Let someone to read.
Me, teacher.
Yes, please.
Human rights abuses. Although many countries of the world have signed agreements to protect human rights, there are still times when people's rights are violated. Children are especially vulnerable to having their rights abused that they cannot protect themselves. Child soldiers. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that children under the age of 15 should not fight in wars. Sadly, this is not the case, and the United Nations estimates there are 300,000 child soldiers fighting in active wars in the world today. Almost half of these child soldiers come from Africa. The non-governmental organism Human Rights Watch organizes an event called Red Hand Day on 12 February each year. The aim is to raise awareness of child soldiers and to encourage young people to speak out against the use of children in war.
Excellent. So when we talk about the human rights abuses, it means that although certain countries signed that treaty, or not treaty, it is a declaration, so they signed it, they approved it, they agreed to apply its laws or its rules, but still in certain countries the human rights are abused. So people are violated, people's rights are violated, their rights are not recognized, they are treated in a bad manner. They can be put in prison without even trials. So they are treated in an atrocious way. And the people who are the most vulnerable are children, because they are young. They cannot protect themselves by themselves. So they are living in bad conditions, especially in Africa. It says here around 300,000 children or child are fighting as soldiers in wars. And you can see that even in documentaries if you are interested. So you can see that on National Geographic. You're going to find that many countries in Africa use children for fighting or for war affairs, and this is really so bad. Okay, this is what we call child soldiers. For this purpose, certain organizations, like of course it is not a non-governmental organization, it does not belong to the government, like that one which is called Human Rights Watch. Every year it organizes an event which is called Red Hand Day on the 12th of February. Also, this is an important date you need to remember. And the aim of this is to raise the awareness of people and to encourage them to say no for the use of children in wars.
Teacher.
Yes, please.
Can I say something?
Huh?
Yeah, there's some children in Africa that actually voluntarily go to the government because their life is so bad to the point that they think that they might get a better life if they leave their homes and try to get in the government.
Yeah, and the problem is with their governments because they accept them. They exploit these children. They use they try to use them because of their bad conditions. Who is that one who is coming now? So the period is almost over. Or it's over. Okay, see you in the next period, which is about grammar. So today we are going to study adverbial clause. See you after a while, okay?
See you, teacher.
Hello, Mr. Fawaz. The period is over. Join me in the next period. Have a nice time. Goodbye.